just like the Belmont Curse, Fudge Films is back. It's been a week. Technically, it's been like 6 days because we're doing this one early because we're busy tomorrow. But you know, Drac doesn't always come back every 100. Sometimes he pops up a little bit before. That's the Belmont Curse and the Fudge Films Curse as we come back every week to stream for you. And your goal is to absolutely fucking murder us. So please get on that. Folks, welcome to a Thursday night Encore. Like I said, we're busy tomorrow, so we're doing it tonight. Not even, I guess we're doing it close to the actual time. It's almost 7 p.m. It's been a crazy week, folks. But we're playing the new Castlevania Anniversary Collection. I'm going to switch this to 16:9, Hipog. Thank you.
Yeah, my fucking boss scheduled me for tomorrow.
Yeah, what a fucking dick. So yeah, we're doing Castlevania Anniversary Collection that just came out. Was audio synced and everything? Is it?
Ours is. I'm just waiting till we get in game to see if the game stuff is fine.
This just came out today. So we're gonna. I know last week we said this is it. Next week we're gonna beat Sonic Adventure 2. Whoops. Once again, another week where we fuck up. But we'll get to it maybe next week. So we're doing Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Which one should we play? I don't want to do Castlevania 1. I'll say that flat out. Because I love Castlevania 1, but I played too much Castlevania 1. I mean, I guess we could just go through them and I could talk about the history of Castlevania with you. Do you want me to we could do that.
You could give me the sticks and watch Mike have an aneurysm.
Yeah, I don't want to. I went 1 week where I don't have an aneurysm.
I don't know anything about which Castlevania is good.
Okay, we'll run. Let's. You know what? We're playing the collection. I said we're playing the collection on Twitch. Let's go through the collection.
Oh,
so
we're gonna. Okay, you heard it, guys. Buckle in.
We're not beating every game. Let's get that straight. I'm just going to give you, much like that episode where we sampled some 3D Sonic, I'm going to give you a sampling of classic Castlevania. Because as I talked to you about, this is all of classic Castlevania, except for Rondo of Blood. Because Rondo of Blood happened, was on the TurboGrafx 16, was a fucking great game. Arguably the best classic Castlevania game. And then Symphony of the Night came out. And Symphony of the Night is a direct sequel to Rondo of Blood, and is a Metroidvania, and changed everything about the series. In a good way. Symphony of the Night's the best PlayStation 1 game. But it's different. You know, it's not like this. So let's go through. This is Castlevania numero uno, Vampire Killer in Japan. I gotta do this. Okay. So this is of course on the NES. We have no audio on this side. Got it. So this is one of my favorite NES games. So you play as Simon Belmont, and you're here to fuck Dracula up. It's your sworn duty as a Belmont to fuck this dude up, because that's the Belmont Curse. Every 100 years, Drac appears. And then you gotta kick his ass. The Hipog. No, it didn't. Sorry, I'm stupid. We good?
Yeah, it is solid.
Okay.
Well, the graphics look like shit.
Wow! You telling me this game from 1987 isn't fucking, this doesn't look, is this running on the Fox engine? I believe. That's the engine Metal Gear Solid 5 runs on. It's the only engine I could think of off the top of my head. So yeah, you're just Simon Belmont, and your only goal is to just go fuck up Drac. Because it's the Belmont curse is every 100 years, Dracula comes back to life, and the only one who can kill him is a Belmont.
Oh, those are the those demon dogs. Those are the things from the Castlevania anime.
Oh, you watched the anime?
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, well then why am I explaining what the fucking Belmont curse is to you? You could have said that.
What's the Belmont curse?
Alright, for the third time, for the people in the back, the Belmont curse is every 100 years, Drac appears, so you gotta, as a Belmont, it's your sworn duty to kick his ass.
Why?
Because I think only Belmonts can kill Dracula.
Why?
I don't know! I literally said that I played Castlevania 1, like, I played Castlevania 1, Castlevania 4, and Symphony of Night, and that's my experience with the Castlevania series. I fucking love the series, I loved all those games, but I don't like 2, right? I've had no way to play 3 until this, because 3's an expensive game. And pretty much all Castlevania games, except for like 1 and 2, are fucking expensive nowadays, so...
Well, all I'm hearing are excuses of a fake game.
Oh, you got me, Clayton. You got me. So we're gonna see how far I can get before getting a game over. I think that's what we'll do for each one. We'll see how far I can get before a game over. So Castlevania 1, I should be able to get to like level 3 without a game over. Which, to you, that might be like, okay, what the fuck. But 1, this game's hard, and 2, this was the like second NES game I ever bought, and whenever I first played it as a little bab, I couldn't even beat the first level. I was like, oh, maybe these old video game things aren't for me. Uh-oh. Turns out I just needed to get good. So you've got your sub-weapon here. Right now I've got the holy water, so if I hit up and B, I throw holy water, and it just like burns the ground in front of me.
Do you have infinite uses of that sub-weapon?
No.
Okay.
It is, you see the little heart icon next to it in the 57?
Yeah.
Each time I use a sub-weapon, it costs magic, and that's my magic amount. So I've got 65 magic right now.
Okay.
We're gonna get up here. Oh, are we gonna lose to or, I don't even know what is, this isn't Dracula, it's just a giant bat. Uh-oh. Hold on, boys, hold on, boys. Hold on, boys, we're good. We got it, we're good. Uh-oh. 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 Come here.
Ooh, here we go.
We're good. We're good. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Okay, he's dead. Doesn't matter.
Ramping up the suspense.
Yeah. It's a good game. This is a fucking great game. Hard as my fucking dick, but very tough. Or no, very good. Both tough and good. I had a rough night, Clayton. I didn't sleep. I don't know if you saw before I started the show, I had a Band-Aid on my forehead because I got home and was messing with something down here and just smashed my forehead on the desk and was like, oh, that fucking hurt. And then I put my hand up and there's just blood pouring out of my head. So if I seem like distracted or out of it, it's because I have a severe concussion.
It happens to the best of us.
I mean, you know, even happens to the president sometimes, maybe. So yeah, this is Castlevania 1. This is what creates the groundwork for the rest of the franchise, baby.
It's also where they I don't know if you knew this, but
oh yeah,
in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate,
yeah,
they actually make a cameo. Simon and Richter make a cameo as playable characters.
I did not know that. Wow.
And they actually they pull their movesets from the Castlevania games.
Whoa. That these Castlevania games?
Yes.
Whoa. I did not know that. That would explain who I keep playing as.
The more you know. So really, right now, you're just practicing for Smash.
Yeah, naturally. I'm always practicing for Smash. So I just want to say, this is the part of the game where this is make or break time, right? Like, this is where you either get past the Medusa heads or you give up on the game.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Sure.
This is familiar.
Got it.
Whoa.
Yeah, speedrun strat. Like I said, kind of played a lot of this game. Never beaten it because I'm still a fucking baby, but played a lot of this game.
Yeah, I've seen that area before. It's where a lot of professional streamers tend to get caught up.
Yeah. I hate these boys. Fuck.
Oh, it's an insta-kill.
Yeah.
It decapitates you.
It's an insta-kill, and it's fucking... That hitbox is ass. But if you pay attention, it's not hard. It's just if you're not fully paying attention, you're gonna get your ass fucking ripped off and fed to you. So do you know about Castlevania jumping?
I can't say that I do.
Okay, so when you jump, you cannot choose a direction in midair. Like, you can't change direction. Right? Like, I'm hitting jump and I'm trying to hit a direction. You can't move in midair. So, you are committed to your fucking jump when you make it. Which, 9 times out of 10, means if you don't plan the fuck out of your jump, you are falling in a pit. That's game over for you. Oh, thank you. Cross is probably my favorite power-up, just because it gets 2 hits in. It's arranged with 2 hits, which is very nice. So literally 10 minutes before we went live, I was doing this. Because I bought the collection, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll see how it is. Let me, I got it installed. I'm going to play through some Castlevania 1. And then I got to World 3, got to Stage 3, and was like, yep, this is as far as I can do. Except for the one time, which I don't know if you remember whenever I messaged you, because I was all excited because I got to Stage 4, baby. That was the highlight of my life. Doesn't get better than that one. I fucked this up really badly. I'm not going to beat this boss. So, the bosses, you know, they're good video game bosses, right? Like, it's a pattern you have to learn, and then you have to, like, protect yourself, right? Like, it's a pattern you learn, and it's good, but I just bum rush all bosses. Which is probably why I don't make too terribly much progress in this game. But I just go fucking nuts on the bosses. I'm not here to learn the pattern. I'm here to get the fuck out. Which is also why I have a lot of issues playing Mega Man games. Even though I love Mega Man, I get to a Robot Master, I'm like, foot! Okay, so we're on World 3, baby.
Ooh, here we go.
No lives lost. Oh, 1 life lost, actually, on the fucking grinder. Now, these are the mole men. I hate them. They literally haunt my dreams. But I've learned, alright? You overcome, you adapt, you kick their ass. That's what life's all about, boys.
I feel they're pretty generous on the magic that they give out.
Yeah.
You could pretty much just spam your magic abilities. At least for these levels, it seems.
You probably could. It's not the greatest idea to do so, but you could. I mean, it depends on which one you have, right? Like, if you've got the cross, yeah, dude, spam the fuck out of that. But, like, with holy water, it's like, cool, you burn the ground right in front of you, that's it. Like, there's a lot of enemies, like those birds, where it just doesn't make a difference to use your holy water. That's alright. I love Axe, but, like, okay. Like, I'm not gonna end up getting it. We're making we're gonna beat Castlevania 1 tonight, boys.
we go.
No game overs. I'm gonna get to the... If I get to the boss of this stage, we're fucked. That's all I'm saying, because I'm not getting past that boss. Fuck. This music's killer though. So that's the thing about Castlevania games, is their soundtracks are just the fucking best, dude. Just the tightest jams. Fuck you. Fuck you.
So this one, you said we're playing as Simon,
Yes.
right? As opposed to the other one, Richter.
There's a lot of Belmonts. You got Simon, Richter, Trevor, Charles? Something like that? You've got John Morris, who we'll get to. There's a lot.
You got does Dracula's kid show up in this game?
Alucard does not show up in this game.
Okay.
Alucard wasn't introduced until 3. And then kind of just became the protagonist of the series after Symphony of the Night. Like, okay. Yeah, well, this is where we go down, boys.
Yeah, you kind of getting your ass handed to you.
Wow, thanks, Clayton. Thanks, Clayton. Fuck off, birds. Fuck off, birds. Yeah, I'm fucked on this, dude. I'm not gonna get past it. That's alright. For talking as constantly as I have been, I've done better than I thought I was gonna do on stream. See, I need to learn where the fucking wall chicken is by this point. Like, I don't know where the health pickups are after, like, the second stage. Which becomes an issue because I fucking suck. I'm using my sub-weapon. So my sub-weapon right now is the clock, which just allows me to pause time. I think it costs the most amount of hearts. And it's also... It's useful, but, like... I don't know, if you're good, you don't really need it. Like, it's probably the most baby sub-weapon. Oh, we made it to the boss.
Here we go. Okay,
Here we go.
4...
I've never beaten this boss in my life. Oh, no, wait, no. I've beaten this boss. Oh, there's a... Okay. Hold on.
How do you, like...
Fuck.
How do you, like, jump over them?
You don't.
I feel like your movement is pretty limited, and I don't...
Yeah.
I don't think I get how you are supposed to avoid, like, bosses that just run into you.
Yeah. Alright, I'm fucked. I don't have level 3 whip. I don't remember how I did this. Fuck. So yeah, I've beaten this boss, I've done stage 4, and then the stage 4 boss is where everything just goes to shit for me. Because it's one of those mole men on top of Frankenstein's head, and Jesus Christ, every enemy. So it's a mole man on top of Frankenstein's head. Frankenstein's the boss. Like, you have to do damage to Frankenstein to beat the boss, but the mole man runs around shooting fireballs at you. So it's just a whole fucking shit show. I just need another whip power up. Can I just have another whip? More whip? More whip, please. Whip? That's not whip. Whip? It's still not whip. Health? Whip? Not whip. Whip? Still not whip. Hello, boys. Goodbye, boys.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no way. Alright. So that's Castlevania 1. So great game, Castlevania 1. Then, like all truly good NES games, the sequels on the NES are either the best game in the series or the worst game in the series. Sorry. Best game in the series or the black sheep of the series. So, Castlevania 1, great game. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, is black sheep and shit. You play again as Simon. So you've defeated Drac. Drac's dead, but his body parts, oops, spilt all across the world. So you got to go recover all of Dracula's body parts and burn them. It's a big open world, like RPG elements. It's like Zelda 2, but like terrible. And we'll see why it's terrible here in a second. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing in this game, which is part of the reason it's bad. This game was super poorly translated, which is an issue because you don't know what the fuck you're supposed to be doing unless you know. Like, so let's talk to a fella. Buy a white crystal. No, I don't know what I would need a white crystal for. I'm good.
And so did we skip anything, or they just, like, we didn't skip an intro, right?
Nope.
They just throw you.
We're just here.
This is it.
Alright, so welcome to the world. Sprites look nicer. Music still bopping as ever. But the game is poopy. So instead of hearts being your magic, they're your currency. And I also believe I have XP. I don't fucking know. So the T is for time. The E might be for experience. The L, I don't know. And then we've got 60 hearts. This game's fucking diarrhea dog shit. This game's fucking poopy caca doo-doo. This game's fucking... what were they thinking? This was the first game the Angry Video Game Nerd ever reviewed. The Angry Video Game Nerd exists because this game's so bad. So this is what happens every once in a while. Game pauses. What a horrible night for a curse. Alright, now it's nighttime. Glad we did that. So now you'll get half as much money. The enemies are harder. And that's it. That's all that changes.
Is this where that term comes from? Or was
Yes.
that in the first one?
No, it comes from this.
Oh, okay. Why does the background get, like, darker when you move? Is that part of the emulation, or did the game itself do that?
I see what you're saying. I think it might be emulation. I see what you're saying. I truly don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
It's not just this one either. It did that in the forest as well.
Okay. I mean, we can pop in my cartridge of it and see. Because I bought a cartridge of it because I'm like, how bad is it really? I love Castlevania. How bad is it really? And then I'm like, oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, this game's fucking terrible. Now, there are people who swear by this game, right? Like, there are people who are like, no, guys, it's like Zelda 2. It's just misunderstood. You can eat my fucking nuts, dude. This game sucks. The concussion also caused me to just talk like a frat bro, apparently. Eat my fucking nuts. Just saying fuck a lot. I had a tumultuous week, okay? Like, I'm just getting all my aggression out on fucking Castlevania 2. Because it can't fight back, okay? I can't feel bad for the game. It's shit. We're gonna go down here. I don't know why, but we're gonna go. Because it's all a giant open world. I'm only going right because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Is this the... There's a part in the game where to get to the next level, no, you need to buy like a red crystal and then like crouch in that corner for like 30 seconds. No one tells you to do that. But that's how you progress. There are like fan patches for this game that like retranslate it and make it more helpful. But like, we're playing official release, boys, so tell Konami to add that. Please don't. Bird, thank you. Alright, so this is a church. Nighttime lasts way longer than daytime. So if you go into a fucking town during nighttime, everyone's just creeps. And it's like, cool, great. I hate this game, dude. I'm sure if I understood what I was supposed to be doing, I would at least give it a shot, but nah. No. Player 2? Why did it say Player 2?
I don't know. When you started, it said Player 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's like Lives 3, now it's Lives 2.
Oh.
It's just this game's so poorly translated. The enemies, like, the sprite work's better, right? Like, it's crisper, it feels more tonally correct. Simon isn't fucking yellow and brown. Oh, the morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Thanks, game. Yeah, so anyway, this game fucking sucks. I'm done with this. Let's go play a good game. So, much like any good franchise in this era, if your second game was the black sheep, your third game was the first game, but the fucking best you could do, right? Like, Mario 1, great, perfect side-scrolling platformer. Mario 2, great game, but it's, you pick up objects, you know, it's a different game. Mario 3, the best Mario game on the NES. Zelda 1, great top-down game. Zelda 2, side-scrolling RPG. Zelda 3, top-down again, the best top-down game. Like, this is a thing with franchises at this point in gaming. Where 1, great, 2, oddball, 3, perfection. So, with that being said, watch me get my ass handed to me in Castlevania 3, because I've never played this game before, but I love it. The music is so good. So all the versions on this are, of course, the American versions of the game, but they're going to update the game and allow you to switch to the Japanese versions, which is great for Drax Curse, because the Japanese version had an extra chip in the cartridge, an extra FM chip, and the music is so fucking popping in the Japanese version, because there's extra sound channels. So this is 100 years before Simon was born. This is Trevor. This is his great-grandfather. And essentially, it's... I think Trevor might be the first... No, I guess not. Okay, the Belmonts have just been fighting Dracula since the beginning of time, I guess.
Trevor's the one from the anime, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay.
Trevor also has an interesting history with the franchise overall, because he's like in this game, and then that's like it. And they wanted to bring him back for, I think, like Lords of Shadow or something. And Konami's like, no, we don't talk about Trevor anymore. Why? What? So Drax taking over Europe. The fate of Europe lies with Trevor. Now, I love this game. My fucking hog's ready to be squeezed over this game, dude. I love this game. I think is that the whole intro? No, okay. So, a weird thing about the Castlevania franchise, especially these early ones, is Dracula's castle is called Castlevania. Like, that's what Castlevania is. And that's a dumb fucking pun on Transylvania. It's dumb. I love it. Okay. Opening. Didn't we just... And, oh, my name? What's my name? What's my name? Rundy, that's my name. So there's Trevor praying at the cross, going, God, let me kick Drax's ass. And God responds by shooting some lightning. Fucking fat tunes, boys. We're cranking it, boys. So it's Castlevania 1, but the best way they could make it. Like, everything's upgraded. Graphics, sound, gameplay, but still feels like Castlevania, right? Like, you've still got the fucking Belmont jump, You've still got the Belmont stride. Look at that. Just fucking power walk. I'm gonna kick Drax's ass. This game rules. This game fucking rules, and I've never played it before.
So I have a question about the way it is displayed.
Yeah.
So this, we're capturing a 16 by 9.
Yes.
And of course this game it's going to be 4 by 3 because it's, you know, older.
Mm-hmm.
But they leave, like, there's a black space at the top and the bottom. So my question is, why isn't it stretched to fit in that extra space that they have?
I think because, like, 4 by 3 to 16 by 9, I think, like, this could be totally wrong, but it might not be, like, perfectly scaled. Like, 4 by 3 to 16 by 9 might not be a perfect scale. So they might leave that top and bottom black in this collection so that it's a perfect 4 by 3 scale.
Okay.
That's my thought on it. I can also, because we're playing on this new Anniversary Collection, there are display settings. So we have the original, which is 4 by 3. We have Pixel Perfect. Shit. Okay, thanks, Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
We have Pixel Perfect, which is just, it's Pixel Perfect. Oh yeah, pause game. And then we have 16 by 9, which if you play like this, get the fuck off of the stream. You are a fucking creep. Look at this. Look at this. What are you doing? But then if we really just want to fuck it up, right? Like, we can go down here. We can add 4 by 3 scan lines. Oh, so, okay. I see. So then you've got 4 by 3 scan lines, which I was playing like this. I think this looks ugly as hell. M2, who's the ones who made this pack, usually do a great job with their scan lines. I think this looks like shit because it's so dark. It just does not look good to me. But to be fair, I very rarely play with scan lines on. Like, there's probably one time I've ever enabled scan lines, and I couldn't tell you what it was, and I only did it because it was so weird seeing the game without scan lines, but I also don't remember what the game... I think it might have been like Donkey Kong Country. Like, I think one time that I was playing Donkey Kong Country by myself, and it was like, ooh, everything's too crisp, and I turned scan lines on. This is just, it's good. The music is so fucking, like, it gets you in the fucking mood to kick some ass and get your ass kicked. This game rules, dude. This game's fucking, the fucking personification of cool is this fucking game. This game, like, okay, so I kind of said the same thing about Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 is like ska cool. Like, and ska is my aesthetic. Right, so like ska cool is really cool to me, but this game's goth cool, and goth is also my aesthetic. I say as I wear a big, bright, fucking Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt, which I totally wore this because I'm like, we're gonna do Sonic Adventure 2. I'm gonna have my nice new Sonic shirt from the Yeti.com, and then we didn't do Sonic Adventure 2 this week. So, I just wanted to say this shirt's fucking great. Sonic's wearing his outfit from the OVA anime movie. The shirt rules. It's called the Boys Are Back in Town shirt. Anyway, sponsored. Castlevania 3 is fucking good, dude. My fucking, I'm so jazzed to be playing this because this is something I've talked about a lot. Because Castlevania 1 and 2, I own on cartridge. They're also on the NES Classic. But Castlevania 3, I don't own on cartridge and isn't on the NES Classic. And all I want to do is play Castlevania 3. And they didn't give it to me. And then this collection came out. And I was like, I don't care what the price is. I'm buying it just so I can play Castlevania 3 on my Switch. And it was 20 smackaroos, which is a great deal for the amount of great games and Castlevania 2 that you're getting. Like, it's a fucking killer deal. So, Konami, you're kind of shit. In fact, I still think you're not a great company right now, but thank you for this. Because I'm going to fucking play Castlevania 3 till the fucking cows come home, dude.
Konami is the one that owns the rights to Silent Hill, right?
Yeah, and Metal Gear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Konami's like my favorite retro. I mean, Nintendo's my favorite retro company, but like Konami's my favorite like third-party developer in those days. And then they just like shit the bed in the what are we on? The 7th? I don't know. The last like 2 gens, Konami just like shit the bed and died. And it was like, oh, okay. Because like during the PS1 era specifically, they made the fucking best games. They made like better games than Sony did. Like they were just like, Sony's like, do you guys want Croc? No, we don't fucking want Croc. And Konami's like, hey, do you guys want Metal Gear Solid and Castlevania Symphony of the Night? Yeah, I want that. That's good. I'm trying to get to the point where I can show you the big twist of this game. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. I might suck too much.
Speaking of PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
I'll have to show this to you sometime. You ever heard of Siren Head?
Yes. Yep. I know all about it.
Oh, cool.
Because it was sent to me by a viewer of the show as something that we should play on the show. So, and I went, yeah, we'll get around to that. Much like I say we're going to get around to beating Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, recently learned about, YouTube recommended me a video about Siren Head.
Yeah.
And it seemed really weird.
It seems fucking cool as hell.
It does seem pretty neat. Actually, when I watched the video, I thought it was a PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah.
And then I learned that it's just styled like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which I love, because so many fucking indie games for so long were like, look, we're 8-bit, we're 16-bit, but they never did it right. Now we're just getting fucking people being like, hey, my game's the PlayStation 1 aesthetic, and it looks fucking spot on. Like, I love, fuck you, Mole Man. I love that that's happening. How do I get, oh, there, please, I love that in this game, like, Castlevania 2, Simon has, like, actual colors, right? Like, he's, like, humanly colored, and then with Castlevania 3, they're like, fuck it, Trevor's going back to fucking yellow and brown. Like, he's gonna look like his great-grandson. We're just gonna fuck him up color-wise. Please don't. Please stop. Sir. Please. Okay. I assume I have to, like, beat a boss, and then we'll see the big twist with Castlevania 3.
Are we still on level 1?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I've died like twice though. I'm learning. I'm learning. No, I don't want dagger. I want axe. This stage is long.
Oh, he's gonna get you.
Yeah,
oh, he got you.
What is that on the ground? What is that? What is that? I don't like that.
Touch it.
I don't like that.
You can pick it up.
I don't like it. Oh, it's the boss.
I was like, yeah,
Yeah, I don't like him. We're gonna... Oh, no, he's coming over here. Just don't make eye contact with him. Just don't...
Oh, he's turning me inside out.
Wait, hold on, we got it. Shit! Come up here, bitch!
Okay, this guy actually doesn't seem that bad
I got
to
him.
avoid
I got him.
because the level kind of
No! I got him. Woo! Yeah, they kind of like built the level to let you get away over there. Just nice of them. Okay, so let's see if we got the twist. If I can stop saying, oh, there's a twist, just wait! No. Okay, kind of. So in Castlevania 3, you have multiple paths you can take. You have multiple paths and also multiple characters. So, should we take top or bottom?
Top.
Okay. So, and some paths can only be taken by some characters. So you need to, like, beat the boss as that character, and then you'll get that path unlocked.
An interesting level.
Yeah, it's, I mean, classic Castlevania trope of the big fucking gear clock tower. They love this trope. Well, I did that to reset health. I took too much damage. I didn't think any did.
I was gonna say, did they give you full health when you entered the level?
This game rules. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait for them to patch in the Japanese soundtrack, because that's exactly how I'm gonna play it. Because I've listened to like the two versions, and the American soundtrack's like good, but it's just missing that one extra sound channel. Well, anyway, that's Castlevania 3. So yeah, there's multiple characters. There's like an old man who, I forget what he does. There's a female wizard, and then there's Dracula's son, Alucard, who's just a bat. Oh shit. Okay, so that's Castlevania 3. Right, so that was 1990. We'll go, well, I guess we already fucked up chronologically. So we're going to skip Castlevania 4. We're going to go to Castlevania The Adventure. This is the Game Boy game. Now, this has been called the worst Castlevania game. So we're going to... Ooh! There's different things. Pixel, okay. Original, so you can't even... They're like, nah, you're not even allowed to stretch this one to 16 by 9. So we can do black and white. We can make it look like a real Game Boy screen. Or we can apply a color filter to it. I'm going to put a color filter on it. Yeah.
That looks nice.
Now it's like we're playing with a Game Boy Color. Okay. So, I've only heard bad things about this game. So let's... Oh, that's a...
Oh, we're on a timer now.
Oh, there was always a timer.
Oh.
This runs very slowly. I mean, I know this is how the game is. But, like, I didn't know it was this slow. Oh. Oh. It feels like it's the emulation, but I know it's not. I know this game is just really poorly coded. Ooh! The one little enemy walks on screen and the game chugs.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, this is shit. Alright, this is gonna be like Simon's Curse, where I get one death and we're done. I'm not fucking around with this one right now. I want to get to the good Castlevania so I can fucking squeeze my proverbial hog. What are we doing? Okay. It feels bad, dude. Also, where's my health's covered up?
Yeah, they swapped around the UI in really interesting ways.
Can we talk about this climbing animation? Like, normally, I guess it's alright now. Whatever. This sucks. What the? And like, what are these enemies? Where are the fucking skeletons, dude? Instead we've got birds, which, to be fair, is Castlevania. But like, and then like these guys, don't know what they are.
I kind of like them though.
I don't.
They're weird looking.
They are weird. Can confirm they are weird looking. Like, there's another fucking bird. So we'll check the bio of this game out after this, but like I said, I think you play as Charles Belmont, and I don't think this game's considered canon, except for I guess now it might be. No, Kid Dracula's on this, so it's not considered canon. Or it might still not be considered canon. But, I could understand why they would want to take this out of canon. And be like, no, get away. Can you imagine being a kid in, like, 1989? You just got your Game Boy, and you're like, oh, I wonder what game I got with it. And it's Castlevania The Adventure, and you're like, Castlevania! I love Castlevania! You pop it in, and it's this, and you're like, oh. But also, you're still like, it's Castlevania! On the go! Because it's 1989, and that's the first time you've ever been able to do that. Please stop, sir. Please die, sir. Okay. You can't even, like... It just feels wrong.
Handheld games of, like, handheld versions of, like, big series, feel weird. Because I know Mario's handheld games, like, is that Mario Land?
Yeah, the first one, Mario Land, yeah.
Mario Land just feels weird to me because I'm not used to it.
Yeah, it's also a fucking weird game. We should do that. We should play Mario Land 1 and 2 on the show sometime. And talk about how Mario Land 1 is, like, super strange but really important for its existence. And then Mario Land 2 is just like, oh, we made a good Mario game.
I think that's your skeleton. No, never mind.
No, it's just a guy, dude. That's not even a mummy.
It's like a swamp monster.
It's not even that. It's just a... Okay.
Well.
That's it. We're done. This game sucks. Okay, so that's 89, 91, 94. Okay, that doesn't help me. 2019. It's an NES game. It's a Famicom game. Let's pop into Kid Dracula. So this was a spin-off, where you play as, little Bab Chibi Alucard. It never came out in America. I think there were plans to have it come out in America, but it never did. Okay, the moon just turned into that. That's fine. All I know about this game is there's a Game Center CX episode where he plays it, and, like, lost his mind playing it. And I was like, how hard can Kid Dracula be? So I guess we're about to find out. Whoa. Hey! He's cute! Okay.
Kind of banger.
Yeah. It's cute. It's definitely, like... I mean, there's the Crushers, so, like, you could tell it's supposed to be Castlevania, right? But...
It's like an arcadey feel to it.
A little bit, I can see that. Kind of rude of them to just throw this on the first stage, that's a little bit... But at least, the timing on those is much better. Hello, boys. Bye, boys. This is good. Uh-oh. Oh, you can only take 3 hits. Uh-oh. This is when I get exposed as being bad at video games. Okay. I also know this game gets, like, really weird. Like, this game gets very, like, crazy later on. Which, I mean, I don't know, I'd say the game's already kind of crazy, but alright.
So this is this came to mind, a little off topic.
Yeah.
A little off topic, but, so, for the viewers out there, our group of friends have been discussing getting into Vanilla WoW.
Yeah.
I've got a brilliant idea. You want to do permadeath Vanilla WoW?
Not at all. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about that. Because I was talking about it, and then I went and checked my phone, and, like, first thing on Facebook was 8 minutes ago, and they announced the release date. for Vanilla WoW, and we were like, oh fuck. All right, well there's the day then.
When is it August?
Yeah, it's like August 26th or 28th.
Okay.
Oh, I can jump and fire down. Oh, that's rad. This game reminds me a lot, outside of the shooting, it reminds me a lot of Tiny Toons Adventures on the NES. Just in, like, how the music's presented and the art style. Yeah, Vanilla WoW. That's gonna be a fucking good time. I'm very excited to get to experience that. But I also know we're probably gonna get fucking torn apart on servers by people being like, you fucking normies, you fucking babies, I was playing WoW while you were in diapers.
I look forward to it.
I do too.
I look forward to getting, like, 4v1 by, someone in, like, a PvP area.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be farming. Jesse's gonna be trying his hardest to keep us all alive, and some guy's gonna come and murder all of us.
Yeah. See, I'm not even, like, interested, like, I'm really interested in the social aspects of it. Like, I'm not even super interested in, like, raiding and stuff like that. I'm just interested to, like, play this giant MMO and be, like, my character.
Oh, you like the RP
I'm
style.
gonna RP. I'm gonna RP as a dwarf hunter.
You want an ERP?
What do you mean? We're fighting the KKK now. Please die. Please die. Please die. I'm too stupid for this. Please die. Oh, he died. Oh, that was easy. Alright. Oh, he brought his cat! Jesus. Now, how far back do I go? Okay. This game's cool. I've obviously never gotten to play this one. Oh, I went the wrong way. Fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't... maybe it's not so much a Castlevania game, but it doesn't seem like a bad game.
No, it's definitely like a fun... Like, it's a cute, fun little spin-off game that is right up my alley because it's an action platformer with a great art style. Like, I can definitely see myself spending an afternoon trying to get through it and then giving up and being like, fuck that game, and then coming back like a month later and being like, this time's real time, and then just losing again. So, you'd be probably not that surprised that that's like 90% of games for me. Or at least 90% of retro games is like, oh, I love this game, spending a weekend playing it, and then get my ass handed to me, give up, be like, I'm coming back though. 2 months later, come back, get a little bit further, and still get my ass handed to me. So, it's good. It's a good game. Okay.
What was the latest Castlevania game?
The last one was Lords of Shadow 2, which was a, like, 360 PS3 game. Oh, fuck.
Was it any good?
It's fine. They're good. Like, I don't like that style of gameplay, but they're good. Yeah, I don't like that style of gameplay, as I say, as I get my ass handed by this style of gameplay.
Are they still doing anything with Castlevania?
Other than
the
this?
Netflix series?
No, other than the Netflix series and this, no.
Oh.
Konami's not doing anything.
They're doing pachinko machines?
Oh boy! I guess then, yeah, they're doing that.
When are we gonna get those in America?
Never. Pachinko's dead over here. Nobody fucking likes pachinko in America. Because we need instant... We watch those balls bounce and we're like, fuck that. We need instant gratification of a normal slot machine. That's the American way, Clayton.
I don't even really necessarily know how pachinko machines work. Is it like you get it in the center and you get a prize or something?
It depends on where it lands. Like,
Okay. Let's get some of those down at the theater. Let's get an arcade place.
I would... Clayton, I'd fucking die if we had an arcade here. The closest we have is Champs Downtown. Their basement, they have a bunch of arcade games, including the Turtles arcade cabinet, which is my second favorite arcade game.
They have pool too, don't they?
Yeah.
We'll go there sometime.
Yeah.
We'll shoot some pool. I'll shoot some rats.
Clayton, you want to read this?
Pachinko?
No, that's not what he's saying. That's racist. Oh, they translated in English. Oh, okay.
Oh, I know what this game is.
Yeah, but like, what am I selecting?
You got Garapon.
Let's go for a spin. Have fun. Oh boy. Fingers crossed. You need to bring more coins. See you then. Okay, that was fun. Alright. Once we get a game over, we'll switch. We'll move on down the timeline. This game's good. I wish we got it in America. That'd be great if we had them in the good old US of A. But instead we got. Well, no, I guess we didn't get the. Was it Drax Steps Out or something? This is. Nobody, Clayton, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and nobody in chat's gonna know what I'm talking about. So I don't know why I'm talking about fucking Drax Steps Out on the NES. It's a canceled NES game that was made to promote, like, Nike sneakers. And then they didn't release it. Okay, that was good. I'll come back to that game in my own time.
Yeah, it's a cute little game.
The reason I bought this on Switch, is the reason I buy a lot of, multi-platform games on Switch. If they run the same across all consoles, I'd buy it on Switch, because then I can take it with me anywhere. So, like, yeah, having this on Switch is so fucking great, because, yeah, I'm shit at Castlevania 3, but I'm gonna be able to take this anywhere with me and get fucking great at Castlevania 3. Okay, so that's, this is to Belmont's Revenge. Let's do Belmont's Revenge. Okay, so Christopher Belmont was the guy from the first game. To transform his body into mist. So Dracula once again just goes, "Oh, fuck you." Turns his body into mist before dying. But he's stuck as a mist cloud. The Count decides to wait and rebuild his dark forces. 15 years later, a ceremony was held in town, Transylvania. The son of Christopher Belmont, Soleil Belmont, had come of age. It was time for the title of Vampire Hunter to be passed down. The ceremony was to commemorate this occasion. Okay. It was discovered that Soleil Belmont had vanished into thin air. The ceremony was the chance Dracula had waited for. Okay. So Christopher as a boy, Drac possesses the boy, kidnaps him, and then now we gotta go kill Dracula and boy. So that's good. Now, I've heard this game's good. I've heard Castlevania The Adventure shit, and then the other GBA Castlevania game is good. We'll find out if that's true. It might be the third Castlevania Game Boy game's good. Which is weird that it's not... Oh, that was a stage select? What the fuck's going on? I don't know if there's more Castlevania original Game Boy games. I'm not sure. I've heard there's... I thought there was a third one that's good. Okay, so that moves... Now we're moving like Castlevania. This music sounds like ass. It sounds like they took Castlevania's music and just put it in like a meat grinder, but you tried. Okay. You know, this doesn't seem bad.
Frame rate seems to be holding up.
Yeah. I can whip from ropes. Okay, this is a good game. Yeah, this seems like a... My whip shoots fireballs now. Is this game good? Is this secretly the best Castlevania game? And we just never knew it until now. I want that bullet.
Here comes Buck to steal all our viewers again.
What's Buck streaming tonight?
That's a good question. He didn't mention what he was doing in his Discord post.
Okay.
He's doing GTA.
Okay.
So yeah, stealing our viewers.
Yep. I mean, this seems kind of boring, but it's competently made. This music hurts though, which sucks because I love the Game Boy sound chip. Like, I actually like the Game Boy sound chip, the original Game Boy sound chip, more than the NES's sound chip. Okay. Alright, well, I'm just kind of done with that one. I'll come back to that one on my own time. Okay. So, Castlevania 3 perfected Castlevania. So, what do you do when shit's perfected? You reboot. Welcome to Super Castlevania 4. So, it's just a remake of Castlevania 1. Mm-hmm. But get ready to see some serious shit. This is the first Castlevania game I ever played. I played this, the second game I ever played on an emulator. First was Donkey Kong Country, then I played this. And my little fucking baby brain was blown. The ambulance hits you. The atmosphere's thick. This game's here to kick ass and scare the piss out of you. What are the... Okay. I just want to see the display options. That's part of the game. You gotta do that to start it. So there is a huge opening monologue thing. All you need to know is it's a remake of Castlevania 1. We're back as Simon. My name's Dendy. That's all you need to know. So you go into this being like, alright, hey, it's Castlevania 1. I know Castlevania 1. This is gonna be fucking easy. And then you hit this and you're like, oh.
Well, it looks really nice.
And then the sounds were like quiet. There's no music booming in your ear and you're like, huh. And you're looking at Simon and you're like, huh. Okay. And then you're like, wait. And you see he can turn around midair. And you're like, wait, what's going on? And then he gets that whip out, and you hold the whip button, and he's holding it. And you're like, huh? And then you can start just flailing it around. You're like, wait a second, this is the 16-bit era, boys. None of that shit from the 8-bit. They had to remake this game to prove to you that 16's better than 8, baby. Clayton, can you turn the lamp on? It's getting dark in here. I don't want to get scared.
Yeah. Is there a 32-bit era?
Yes. Not an era, but 32-bit happened, and then we kind of just like the PlayStation 1, I think, is like 32-bit, and like even the N64 is 32-bit. I think. It's a weird thing, dude.
Wait, does this have 2 settings? It does.
Yeah. I always just turn that bottom one on, but that's fine. You're good. Is there a bug on the wall? No, I'm just nuts. I'm fucking loony, dude. I've got a fucking severe concussion and Castlevania 4's going on. So, like, my fucking dick's hard and my brain needs the blood to recover, but it's all just going to my cock, dude. Now, okay, I've been playing NES and Game Boy games, so I have to get used to these controls again. Because, like, I was doing B and A, right? Like, B was my whip, A was my jump. Now it's B's my jump, Y's my whip. Okay, so we're approaching... Oh! And then you see the shit. This is not the Castlevania you know, Clayton. Things are truly serious. And you're ready to kick ass. There's the skeletons. You know the skeletons. The music comes in. It haunts your soul like a fucking demon, dude. And now you're ready to kick ass. You can go, you can have a fucking rave with your new fucking flippy whip. They never brought the flippy whip back, and it pisses me off to this day, dude. I love the flippy. We'll see. So this is a Super Nintendo only game. So there was one on Super Nintendo, 2 on Genesis, but one of the ones on Genesis is just it's called Dracula X, and it's just like a weird port of the TurboGrafx 16 game Rondo of Blood. So like it doesn't count that much. So you get to see, we're gonna see how the Super Nintendo did Castlevania, how they took the Castlevania franchise forward, and how the Genesis did. So the Super Nintendo, Castlevania continued by just going nuts, right? Like it was just like, okay, what do people not like about the originals? What can we improve? Okay, you can move when you jump. Your whip's a fucking loony bin. And we'll get to the Genesis one here in a minute. And by a minute, I mean a good while, because I fucking love this game. I'm gonna go till it's game over, boys. So the level's all different. It's different, but it's similar to an extent. The skeletons are actual foes instead of just things to just destroy for funsies. What is... How do I use my special weapon anymore? There it is. R. R is the special weapon button. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. I mean, I guess they went from having 2 buttons to having 6 buttons on the controller. So I guess they were just like, oh, what the I don't know, put the special on the R button. That's what people want to use. Alright, I'm going to show you the greatest trick in Castlevania 4 history. Alright? I'm going to show you why this game is fucking amazing. Okay? Watch this. Boom, baby, moonwalking. Good game. So this is the only Castlevania game I've beaten. Wait, is that true? Yes, that is true. Because I played this game so fucking much on emulators back in the day that just at a certain point, I didn't even get good at it. I just used save states enough that I got through it. But it's also, like, I really kind of recommend starting with this one if you want to get into classic Castlevania, because this game's easier than the other ones. Mostly because of this. Just being able to move in midair helps a lot. So also they're like, oh, fuck it. You can do this now. Cool. Thank you, game. Uh-oh. There's a little guy over there. Whee! Alright, this game rules. I don't have that much more to say about it outside of this game fucking rules.
I'm excited to see you take on the first boss.
Yeah. You can also crouch walk now, which there's a whole, like, community dedicated to, like, the correct way to play the game is to crouch walk the whole game. It's what Simon really would have done back in the day. Thank you. God, there's just, like, in the same way I get really nostalgic about DKC, I get really nostalgic about this game. Because it defined the Super Nintendo in my early years. So, like, I hear that fucking Simon getting hurt sound effect, and I'm like, oh, like, it instantly takes me back to being a kid on my fucking parents' computer, where they were like, don't download anything shady, and I was like, coolroms.com! And just, like, fucking failing at this game for hours and hours, but loving every second of it. Please stop. Get out. So the thing about Flimsy Whip is, so it's, if you do this and hit an enemy, it's less powerful than if you whip them. Yeah, like one whip is all I need to take those guys out. Shit. Sorry, there's a ghost head on the floor. Oh, it happens.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like a donkey.
Yeah. I'm afraid that's... Please... okay.
Oh.
I'm talking too much. I'm too excited. It's the concussion, folks. I keep thinking today's Friday. Like, obviously... Like, it's very easy to understand why I'm thinking that, because we're doing Encore. But my brain is like, yeah, hell yeah, dude. After this, like, you can just fucking, like, sleep for forever, dude. You don't have to get up till tomorrow. Or you don't have to get up at a certain time tomorrow. And then I'm like, oh, wait, it's Thursday. Oh, shit, I still gotta go to work tomorrow.
When tomorrow comes, and you do Encore Part 2 with Jesse.
I'm not gonna be doing that.
Talk about WoW Classic.
I guess I should say there will not be a stream tomorrow. I thought that was pretty self-explanatory, but...
Yeah, because my fucking boss scheduled me.
Well, Clayton, I needed to. I didn't really want to work 16 hours.
Let's take Encore to the station.
Nope. Clayton, we've gone over this 100 times. We will get fired so fast.
One of these days you'll have enough resentment for the place that you'll just allow it.
I don't think that's true. Okay. Alright. Okay, we're not even gonna get to the first boss, boys. I look like a fucking chump again. It's just like DKC. It's all circular, dude. I've beaten this game so much, and then I play it on stream, and I look like a fucking chump. I look like I don't even fucking know what Castlevania is.
You said you beat this game before, right?
Yeah. What? Okay. Dick.
You also said you beat DKC.
I did. I can fucking pop my cartridge in right now. Show you DKC. Shit. Okay, I almost just got fucked there, dude. Yeah, Castlevania as a series is so fucking rad, but also, like, later on just gets filled with, like, a lot of, like, whose choice? Why would anyone decide to do that? Anyway, here's the first boss. It's just a guy riding his horse. It's just Skeleton Arthur Morgan. Oh, I can't just nail him from it.
Kill his horse.
Yeah, now I'm gonna kill him. Fuck off. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, he tricked me. Okay. Alright.
Well, you got the bat power up now.
Yeah, but stopwatch, I don't even think it works on bosses.
Oh.
Because that'd be pretty fucking OP. It's just a bunch of free hits.
Very OP.
I love the organs so much. Like, I've heard people criticize the soundtrack of this game, and to be fair, it's not like... Well, the Super Nintendo sound chip has, like, an issue with, like, guitars, like, electric guitars, like, really hard rocking, and so they didn't go with that. They went with fucking organs. And I get, like, people want it to be fucking rocking, but... One, I think it's fucking rocking regardless, and I think the organs adds to the atmosphere, because this is a fucking goth game. Like, so like having these fucking goth-ass organs doing hard, like, rock music is fucking cool as hell, and fits the aesthetic of this series. So, all you Castlevania 4 haters out there, get the fuck off my stream.
Yeah, organs are pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know who else makes good use of organs?
Who?
The soundtrack to Interstellar, which is it's a great movie.
Show tonight is sponsored by Interstellar, Run it today on Comcast pay-per-view.
It's been a while since I talked up Interstellar. You wanna watch Interstellar?
No.
I'm gonna watch Interstellar.
Alright, so that boss was actually easy. I'm just a fucking idiot. Yeah, this game rules. This game still fucking rules. Look at that, mode 7.
What?
Mode 7 is what the mode in the Super Nintendo is called for scaling sprites. Because the Super Nintendo was like the first console that could scale sprites. Like, you remember in the final boss of Super Mario World, whenever like Bowser flies at the screen?
I think so.
He does that because they're like, look, we can do this now. We've never been able to do this before.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Convention. There's the Swamp Boys from the Game Boy game.
Yeah. Alright, as much as I love Castlevania 4, I think I'm gonna put a pin in it here, because we are getting pressed on time. This isn't even gonna be a full show tonight, boys. I would apologize, but if you knew this, what this week has been, folks at home, you'd fucking understand. Or at least I hope you would. We'll go next time I die. Then we'll call it kaputs on this one, and we'll take a look at the final game, Castlevania Bloodlines, or in the UK it was called Castlevania: The Next Generation. One of these names is cool. The other one is Castlevania: The Next Generation. So there, I keep talking about Rondo of Blood, or Dracula X. Is the Super Nintendo version. So the reason it's not on this collection is because they, I think last year, put out a collection that is Symphony of the Night, or it's Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night, because Symphony of the Night's like a direct sequel to Rondo of Blood. So that's already out. And it's, Rondo of Blood's great. Symphony of the Night, they fucked up because they used the PSP retranslated, re-recorded version. Nah, we don't fuck with that shit in this household. Let's get that straight, alright? We're not a Christian household. We're a PS1 Symphony of the Night household. You come into my fucking kid comes into my house, and he's like, look, Dad, and he shows me the fucking cutscenes from Symphony of the Night, and Dracula doesn't go, what is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? If he doesn't do that, that kid's getting thrown out. That's not my son. I'm probably not going to be a good dad, I'll be honest.
What if your son grows up not to be a gamer?
I mean, like, my dad's really into hunting and fishing, and I didn't grow up to do that. But, like, I have a really good relationship with my dad, so, like... What am I talking about? That kid's getting thrown the fuck out.
Goddamn right.
Like, yeah, I don't hunt and fish like my dad does, right? That's hunting and fishing. Gaming? Hunting and fishing is a way to survive. Gaming is a way to live. Sorry, future child, you're gonna see a lot of fucking harassment from people being like, hey, you remember a time your dad said that he'd throw you out if you didn't like video games? So anyway, so this is the last game of this collection. This is Bloodlines. Oops. There it is. It just boots you back to the home screen. I've heard this game's good, but also everyone forgets this game exists. Because, like, so Castlevania 4 came out. It was great. And then Rondo of Blood came out on the TurboGrafx 16. And it's fucking... this game's amazing. Rondo of Blood is like fucking god tier, boy. And then Bloodlines comes out, and it's good. It's really good. But like, Super Castlevania 4 took the series in a new direction, evolved the series, and Rondo of Blood perfected the series. So Bloodlines comes out and is like a really good game. But whenever your fucking two brothers are like George Washington and Abe Lincoln, and you're like Thomas Jefferson, it's like, oh. Also, I don't think Thomas Jefferson was a good president. I can't remember. My point is, your oldest brother is Abe Lincoln, right? Like, evolved what was going on. Your middle brother was alright, fuck this president thing. I don't know enough about presidents. Your oldest brother is I'm quitting this analogy. I don't know where the fuck to go with it. I really don't. This is the concussion, dude.
Your older brother's like Michelangelo, and then you're
yeah,
the girl.
Your oldest brother is like Michelangelo. Like he follows the old ways perfectly. Your middle brother is Van Gogh. Still wonderful, but an evolution, right? And then you're like Norman Rockwell. Like, great painter, right? Great realistic painter. But he doesn't evolve and doesn't, like, hit perfection. Thank you for helping me with that analogy. Because I was really prepared to just be like, maybe I actually do have a concussion. Maybe I'm fucked up.
Like Donatello.
Yeah, your oldest brother is Leonardo. Your second brother is Donatello. Your third is Raphael. And you're Michelangelo.
Which one's the purple one?
Donatello.
Oh, okay. He's the best.
Okay, fair opinion.
I like the purple one. When my cousin and I always, like, we played with some turtle toys.
Yeah.
I would always be purple.
Okay. I love all four turtles. This is not the time for us to talk about that, though, because I will go... You remember the night that I went fucking nuts about Garfield?
Yeah.
There's a layer of ironicism to that. There's none with Ninja Turtles. Because Ninja Turtles is the franchise I have loved since I was a fucking baby. And I could talk about it for fucking eons. So do you want to know the plot of Bloodlines?
Sure.
Okay, so Bloodlines takes place in, like, 1917. You play as John Morris. You're a descendant of the Belmonts, and, you're just living your life. You're a fucking cowboy, dude. You're fucking, hanging out with the Vanderlyn gang. Shit's going great. And then this fucking sorceress is like, I feel like fucking shit up today. And resurrects Baroness something, who's Dracula's niece. Okay? So a countess. Okay? Okay, Countess Barley, okay, is Dracula's niece. So she was executed long ago. She gets resurrected by a sorceress. Countess Barley goes, I'm gonna bring Drac back. So she's gonna go bring Dracula back. And you, John Morris, and then your friend are like, we can't let that happen. We gotta fuck shit up. So, that's what it is. So we can be John Morris. He was born in Texas, USA, and his weapon is the Vampire Killer. So that's the name of the Belmont whip. It gets passed down through generations. It's called the Vampire Killer. Do you understand that this series is the fucking coolest thing? Or you could play as Eric Lecard. He was born in Spain. He's got a spear. We're not even gonna fucking touch him. Get out.
So this is in the midst of the First World War.
Yeah.
If we can assume this takes place in the same timeline as...
Well, this is factual. This happened.
Right.
This is historical. You ever play like Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that happened. This happened.
Okay. So this is in the breadth of the First World War.
Yeah.
Probably, around... It's in Europe, so, I'm sure they're involved.
Yeah. Oh, this is weird. It's so... Okay, so you can turn midair. You can't do the silly whip. You can whip up, though. They got that. It's... I've heard this game is good, and that's all I've heard about this game. He's got the Belmont stride. He's clearly a Belmont. The music's Genesis music, so it sounds like farts. Yeah, so like, this is what the Genesis brought to the table in terms of Castlevania. And like, great game, but like, the TurboGrafx 16 and the Super Nintendo like really pioneered. But I guess this game pioneered by having fucking blood. Did you see this? There's just fucking guts spilling out everywhere. This is where we were by 94. You saw 1991 in 16-bit? No blood. That's too scary. 94, they were like, fuck it. Guts spilling everywhere.
Also, they turned up the heat pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Throwing enemies at you left and right. This game's not for babs.
This game is not for babs. I don't think there is any Castlevania game for babs. Even fucking Kid Dracula was hard. So, this is just Castlevania 1. Wait. This is weird. This is just Castlevania 1. I feel very strange right now. Like...
You really like those enemies?
The fishmen?
Yeah.
Yeah. They look sick. The sprite work is, like, really cool. Like, it's really, genuinely, like, scary-looking monsters. I bet... I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna get up and go over there. Because I bet there's some good eats over there.
Ooh, we got our Skella boy back.
Yeah. What's up, Skelly?
It's actually, like... They...
Fuck!
Oh.
Oh!
They actually, do really well to, like, not get hit, too.
Yeah. This is just Castlevania 1.
Yeah.
Like, this is the beginning of Castlevania 1. Because, like, the chicken's here in this wall, over here. This is weird. I did not know this. Is this whole game a remake of Castlevania 1, but set in a different timeline? And, like, why? Because Castlevania 4 is a remake of Castlevania 1, but it has different levels? Did they just, like, get fucked? Like, did they accidentally, like, get their paperwork mixed up?
You just died to
I
that
know, Clayton. I know. But, like, was Castlevania 4 supposed to have original levels? Or was Castlevania 4 supposed to have remake levels? And then Bloodlines was supposed to have original levels? And they just, like, two people in the office bumped into each other and accidentally got their paperwork mixed up? So, also, if you see there on the wall... Okay, that didn't give me health. What the fuck did it just give me? What was that? What was that? Why did it... But the wall was, like, cracked there, so I think they're gonna try and make it easier to find shit. Which is interesting. This is, like, I'm really excited to play Castlevania 3, but I know so much about Castlevania 3. I know next to nothing about this one. So I'm really interested, especially because this is just Castlevania 1. And I'm really interested in that. Like, how far deep does the remake go? Also, this is really hard. I just want to get that straight. Fuck off! I hate this thing. But also, now it's not Castlevania 1. Because in Castlevania 1, there's a staircase there that you go up.
Oh, he just got some renovations.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Countess Barley was like, nah, we gotta clean this place up before Drac comes back.
I guess when you're storming... Ooh.
I don't like that.
When you're storming the same castle every game, there's gonna be similarities.
Sure. I mean, it's probably an homage. Holy shit. This game's hard.
This game is cool.
This game's scary.
So there you go. You guys saw the first boss.
Yeah. That was legitimately a little bit spooky. Why do I keep fucking this up? I'm gonna keep going on this for a little bit. We got 3 more minutes before we need to call it quits. Rolling. This time in Belmont's first, so the big Limp Bizkit thing. That's why the fucking Belmonts hate Dracula. The Belmonts are all about like early 2000s rap rock, and the Drac's all like, no, you gotta listen to like Neil Young. You gotta listen to Bob Dylan. What are you doing? How am I supposed to avoid that attack? Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Fuck off with this.
It's okay, he's kind of running out of windows to break.
Yeah, and I'm running out of health.
Oh. Yeah, hey. Okay.
Ew. Ugh.
Here we go, phase 2.
This game's like too grotesque. Kid Dracula is like the level of goth I want to be at right now. Not this. This is grotesque goth. I don't like that. We've gone from Scooby-Doo goth to like Resident Evil goth, and I wasn't ready for that change. Ew! Ew! Look at them! They're dripping goop! Ooh! Can you not? Skelly Man? Alright,
Oh.
fuck you, Skelly Man. What'd you do if you woke up and there was just a skeleton, like, standing next to your bed?
Is it like an animate skeleton?
Yeah.
Does it talk?
He stares at you. He thinks you're still asleep because he's got no eyes.
Try getting that wall on your right. Does that look damaged?
Oh yeah, that's damaged. Good eye.
Okay, cool. That actually is really helpful that they did that. Yeah, you don't get anything, but...
I think it did drop a health pickup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it dropped the wall chicken.
I mean, if the skeleton was, like, cool, that'd be cool. Is he like a bro, or is he one each?
Well, so alright, he's standing there, right? He's standing there. He doesn't have eyes. He doesn't know if you're awake or not, right? What do you do?
What do I grab my pillow,
Yeah.
because I guess that's the only weapon that I have,
Yeah.
and I try to, like, ask him, you know, what's
Shit.
going on.
So, okay, so what do you say to the skeleton?
I say, you got a bone to pick with me?
The skeleton immediately begins to shake. All his bones begin to rattle. He goes, ah! Ah! He explodes. Bones go flying all over your bedroom.
That'd be a shitty way to wake up.
Yeah.
Clean all that up.
Can you imagine having to explain that to your parents? Oh, dude, that one's got a sword and shield. I'm sorry I had to kill you. I gotta say, the Belmont stride here is pretty good, but that fucking stare animation is not hot. I can't even fucking moonwalk on stairs, so like, what's the point?
I got
Why? Okay, cool. That was a waste of my time. Ugh.
I want to see this one's speed run.
Yeah, this game is, what the, is that just a giant skeleton holding a... That guy's cool. This game's, like, cool, but it's, like, so, like... You can see the change in the 90s represented by this game. Like, Castlevania 4 is so early 90s, in that it's just, like... Yeah, it's spooky, but it's not scary. This game's like, fuck you, blood dripping from the ceilings. Sir, can you not? No. Am I supposed to go right? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. We're just gonna... That's fine. I don't know whose giant fucking cow died there, but... Okay, that's not... This is... I'm gonna die to this fucking thing. Yeah. Dude, look at its sprite, though. Its head goes, like, in and out.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That is cool. Well, that was a look at the Castlevania series, this Castlevania collection. I will be playing the fuck out of this. Enjoying some fucking good old Castlevania, baby. They also included this bonus art book. Or, it's not an art book. It kind of is. It's a bonus book. M2 likes to do this kind of stuff, and I love it. It's just like, here's a box art gallery. There's interviews with developers later on. I think there's the manuals. Maybe. Jesus, fuck off with the manuals. I played the fucking games. They're not that hard to figure out. Yeah, and then there's this, like, special discussion. Zoom in is this. So, it's cool. It's $20. It's a good little collection. I dig it. Oh, here's the chronology. So we got Drax Curse. Okay, so Castlevania the Adventure's canon again. Alright, whatever. Okay. So it goes Trevor. Then 100 years later, we get... What was his name? Started with a C.
Charles?
Was it?
I don't know.
Okay. We get Charles. Then we get... yeah, in 1691, Castlevania and Super Castlevania happen. Because they take place... They're the same game in timeline-wise. Then Simon... events mentioned in the manual for Castlevania Bloodlines, which have never been depicted in game. Okay, then Bloodlines. 10,000 years later. 10,000 years after 1917, Kid Dracula happens. Okay, alright, so here's the whole family, alright? So you got the Heroes of Justice and the Creatures of the Night. So, Trevor marries Sypha.
Spoilers. I didn't finish the anime yet.
Look at this man's name. Look at the old fucking... The old wizard. Grant Dynasty. Ooh! So they get married. Christopher. Well, they don't give birth to Christopher, but Christopher's their descendant. Christopher has Soleil. As you can see, Dracula just does not stop showing up. Simon's a descendant of Soleil. Belmont blood relative was Quincy Morris. Quincy may be a vampire killer. Quincy's kid is John Morris. He's friends with Eric Lacard. And then there's just Kid Dracula. We don't talk about him.
They have question marks like left, right, and center in their own manual. They're like, I don't fucking know the lore.
Well, Elizabeth Bartley is supposed to be Drax's niece, from what I read. So why is the question mark there? Is there like is that ambiguous? I mean, I guess it does bring up the question, who the fuck was Dracula's, like, brother or sister that, like, got hitched and gave birth to her. I don't understand that. I guess it could be niece in like a proverbial metaphorical way. I don't know. Who are the Belmonts? The secrets. Okay, there's just a lot. But it's great. If you're a new fan of Castlevania, this is probably great. I mean, it's great for me, and I don't know, I'm an idiot. So, and then there's design documents. That's fun. A lot of design documents. Like a lot of design documents. Like a lot. Like a lot of design documents. Oh, there's Kid Dracula. And then that's it. Goodbye. So yeah, that I definitely recommend this collection. The emulation seems to be on point, but that's because it's M2 and they know what they're fucking doing. This sounds like ass. They're like trying to do the NES sound chip, but like it's played through someone's accordion. I don't know. This was great. I'm gonna be playing a fuck ton more of this. Don't be surprised if next week I come in and I'm like, Castlevania 3 beat my ass. I can't beat the first level. But yeah. So, no show tomorrow, but we'll be back next week. Hopefully at the normal time. Hopefully. Unless our lives get fucked up again. Thanks. Capitalism. Now, if you're sick of us doing this on Thursdays, you know, you could always support Fudge Films so that we could do this financially. You could follow us on Twitch, subscribe to us on YouTube, subscribe to the archive on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, and have a vampire killer old time. That doesn't fucking make sense.
You can find the links down below, right?
Yes. Wow, Clayton actually contributed to the plug. This is folks, this is a monumental stream.
You can find the links down below in the description down below on YouTube for our VOD watchers.
Yeah.
Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, click that bell to get notifications.
Smash that like button. All right, folks. We'll see you next week, hopefully, at the regular time. Follow me on Twitter, not because I say cool things, I do, but that's how you'll know if things are gonna be different. But yeah, other than that, I think that's the show for the night. Clayton, you wanna final word, Clayton? Let's go. I'm gonna cut the game audio. Final word for Clayton.
I didn't get this far in the script.
Just wing it. Just improv. You're an actor. Go ahead.
Be sure to catch us next week for...
No, plug's over. We already did the plug.
For, we're gonna play, Permadeath, Vanilla WoW.
We will not be doing that. This is false advertising. We're gonna get sued. Just give us, like, just one good, like, a final thought.
Comment down below who would win, Trevor, Belmont, or Luigi, or Ridley.
You're just talking about Smash Brothers.
Or the girl monkey.
You gonna play Smash Brothers?
Or Diddy Kong.
You wanna play Smash? This is a really great ending bit. Clayton, just say goodnight.
Bye.
You did just say goodnight.
Bye.
You son of a bitch. Good night.